What's happening, everybody? It's Olu once again. This is another subscriber requested video. I am doing a lot of request videos right now, so if you want one for yourself, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Lastly, I had some technical difficulties with my audio, so please bear with me. Other than that, let's get to it. This little tutorial is going to consist of two separate drills. First, we're going to start with seated landings. This is something I actually didn't make up myself. This is actually something that Kenny Harrison, an 18-meter triple jumper, was posting on Instagram a while back. So if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and look up Kenny Harrison's Instagram. I'll leave it on the screen. Now, to get to the point, with the landing, it's very important that, first and foremost, you land, you hit the sand, and then your momentum needs to carry you through, like so. Right? So if you see that my feet hit here, hopefully you can see it in the camera, my butt landed through beyond that. A lot of times the mistakes that young kids make, or even sometimes pros who are on top of it, they will land and then boom, where my feet are here, my butt's here. This is, in the sand when you're measuring your jump, this is 2.5, 3 feet. May not look like it, but it's that significant because they measure from the furthest point back. So my shirt's touching here, whereas I could have been up here. That is this much difference. It's at least 2 feet plus. So the habit you want to get into early, and the habit you want to get into early is learning to slide through where your feet hit in the sand. My school of thought, we call that the scoot. Other people call it a scoop. It doesn't matter what you call it, but the idea is your heels land and your butt goes beyond where your feet landed. I'm gonna demonstrate that route. I'm gonna do it right here with a baby standing long jump. So feet, butt. Pretty rough example of it, but I'll do it again. Feet, butt. Hopefully I can put that in slow motion. Now, what you want to try to avoid doing is landing here, because now I've lost all that distance. So, how do we train ourselves to move forward? Well, first and foremost, you have to understand when you land, the momentum is going to naturally carry you through. So don't be afraid of getting your butt a little bit dirty. I think a lot of times new jumpers are afraid of getting sandy. When you're going to be a jumper, you're just going to have to take it. My landing style is I land, and then as my butt scoots through, I tilt to the side. Some people actually land and they scoop straight through the sand. I don't do that, so I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that to you in this video, although that's something you can look up, especially if you look at a lot of European jumpers like Daria Klishina and Ivana Spanovic. She lands, both of them are 7-meter feet women jumpers, so that's over 23 feet as women, and they are scooting through. They don't really go to the side until after they finish, their momentum has come to a complete stop. For me, I tend to slide off to my right as my momentum is going. So I'm going to show you a quick cue that you need to watch out for if you are a jumper like me who tends to slide off to the one side. As you land and you are going off to the side, it's very important you don't get in the habit of tilting to the side in midair. Because what that's going to happen is it's going to cause you to drop one foot or the other. And of course, remember, you get measured from the furthest point back in the sand. So if I get in the habit of jumping and I'm trying to lean to the side before I've even made contact with the sand, I tend to do something like this. My right foot hit the sand over here. My left foot hit the sand here. Again, when they actually measure that can be 2.5, 3 feet off of your jump. So one thing you want to make sure you're doing, and this goes whether you're jumping a jumper who goes off to the side or your jumper who scoots straight through. Make sure everything's moving forward. So Here's a better example of what to actually do. Forward, forward, boom. It's only when my feet hit the sand that I scoot through and hit to my side. Okay? I'm gonna bring the camera over, show you real quickly what a nice clean mark in the sand looks like. All right, so yes, now that is what a clean mark in the sand looks like. Right here is where both of my feet landed. See, my heels are together, and then as I hit the ground, and then I chose my side to go off to, which is where you can see this mark here, which is my butt. So imagine this. Remember I said in the beginning of this video, when you land, your butt should land beyond your heels. Imagine if I landed my heels here and fell backwards. My butt would have been somewhere back here. Again, 24 to 36 inches. It may look small, but it could be up to 36 inches or more, depending how far back you land right here. And that's all coming off your jump. That's not only the difference between a huge PR, but that's the difference between being first and dead last in the state championship meet. Okay? So, 2 things to remember. Land first. Feet together, heels together, land first. Once your feet make contact with the sand, allow that momentum to carry you through. Then pick a side or scoot straight through in the middle to actually favor when you actually complete your landing. Don't do it beforehand because you can end up throwing off your mark or throwing off your landing, having uneven marks in the sand. And the last but not least, don't be afraid to get dirty. We're jumpers, we live in the sand. If this was helpful for you, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video with everybody that might need it, and I'll come at you guys next time with another video. Peace.